All right. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. We have to go negotiate. Technically, the main quest exists, but I think I have to do this mission to progress one of the parts of the main quest. I think. If not, oh well. Let's leave Azza behind. Let's bring Niles with us again. Okie dokie, let's get to the negotiation. Wait. Is this where I want to go? Yes, it is.
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business.
There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to...
Oh, yes. Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Spare no detail.
This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
Alright, so they're being assholes to each other.
If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed.
Okay, let's get down to it. What will it take to make this partnership happen?
From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology.
Why would Auntie's Choice want the archive?
Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's Choice.
What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use. Imagine the marketing strategies it could develop.
I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
I have no allegiance to any faction in this game. I'm more or less the same affinity level with every faction, so I'm gonna try to do like the middle ground option if they exist, which this one is.
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part.
I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
I certainly agree. Why, it's as if you've read my autobiography/corporate training manual. Your business is my business.
The Order is not a business. We are not beholden to such strictures. Nor do I believe humanity would be improved by yoking progress to profit margins.
If Auntie pays the Order for access, that income could fund more scientific research.
No one said anything about paying, but... It would be a pittance compared to the future profits we might derive.
Involving money in science seems questionable. But having access to Auntie's resources would be useful for our research. Fine. Yes, I agree. Reluctantly.
Ruth, I commend you for being so receptive. And I assure you that Auntie's Choice values science. Nothing bad has ever happened when science and commerce are combined.
On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores.
No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was how we came to Arcadia, after all.
Where Auntie's Choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience.
So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous, and a waste of a perfectly good monopoly.
We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to. And a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
What if the Order drafted restrictions to curb abuse while Auntie's handled production?
That assumes Auntie's Choice would even abide by such a list of restrictions, and which would almost be impossible for the Order to enforce.
Not really.
Not to worry. We can build a regulatory commission to oversee production and make sure everything is up to Auntie's Choice and Order standards. Oh, partiality concerns are a thing of the past. Obviously, regulators would be incentivized to care most about the safety of the consumer. You know, right after production costs.
As would the likelihood that we will eventually improve upon it. We shall allow Auntie's control of the current design. There is still the question of who takes possession of the Protectorate's rift technology once the war is finished. Although the science is still largely theoretical, this technology could be used to not only close rifts, but create new ones. A dangerous power indeed, left in the wrong hands.
The Order would fritter away valuable time endlessly hand-wringing what to do with the technology. Auntie's Choice would actually use it. For good, of course. In a gainful manner.
I mean, perfect world, yeah, let's share it.
A 50-50 split? But that's so equal.
That's flipping a coin. I don't want to do that. Let's use the speech check.
Goodwill rarely converts well into bits. But I suppose I do take your point. If Ruth's open to it, I believe I can agree on the general terms here. And, well, we can haggle over minor quibbling details like percentages later.
I shall look forward to brokering the math with you, Cleo. There is one final matter I wish to discuss. I require some chemicals that I have been told are manufactured at a plant on Praetor, controlled by Auntie's Choice.
Oh, there's gonna be a catch. There's always a catch.
I know which plant you're referring to, Ruth, and what comes out of it is hardly safe for general use. Out of professional curiosity, what could you possibly need with such dangerous compounds? Running a little experiment, are we? On what? Or whom?
That is, quite frankly, none of your concern.
It definitely is if you have to get the chemicals from her.
Precisely. Partners don't withhold secrets, although they can and probably should withhold extremely dangerous chemicals if not properly notified of what they will be used for.
I will make no progress with my request without further explanation, will I? While the archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this headgear exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I require these chemicals to finish it. Perhaps I have not been entirely forthright. This treatment will enact a permanent change in my personality. Irreversible. But it will not cost me anything I would lament losing.
And I thought we were the ones who threw caution to the wind. Ah, well, Ruth, if worst comes to worst, I'd be happy to serve as a substitute teacher for the Order.
A generous offer, but I fear you lack a certain number of qualifications. Conscience, for example.
This seems really not good.
You sound just like Laureate Beckett. I'm weary of having this debate, especially as I can never seem to win it. Very well. Never mind about the chemicals. Now is not the time for risky experimentation at any rate.
Oh, bother. Here I wanted to see Ruth lobotomize herself. Oh, well. Best I'll say is today's outcome is workable. Barely. Our gains were not as exclusive as I had hoped they'd be.
Arriving at any arrangement even remotely equitable was statistically improbable. Be glad our mediator managed to find a middle path forward.
That's what I'm learning from this game. Any scenario where you have to haggle and Auntie's Choice comes out slightly disappointed is like the best possible outcome.
As am I. You certainly have a way of curving probability into your favor.
Well, that'll be all for today. Don't forget to purchase the latest in Auntie's Choice products and do come see me personally when you have time. I have just the thing in mind for an accomplished freelancer such as yourself.
One moment. There are still the logistics of recapturing the archive to consider.
We'll, of course, provide our expert troops to support these efforts. Have your people call my people to sort details. Doodaloo!
Brusque as ever. Auntie's troopers will certainly help us manage the Protectorate forces easier, especially if supported by your help. But it would be irrational to expect you to endanger your own life without a more specific strategy in place. Fortunately, I have already given this some thought. First, we must reclaim Spireton from the enemy. Spireton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its proximity to the Archive. Its loss was an affront, and remains so. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the Archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the Archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking the bridge. Ordinarily, I do not fancy surprises, but you are proving an exception to that rule. With such a device in hand, bypassing the rift should be as rudimentary as pie. And perhaps at some later date, there is a computronical key that you will also need to... The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in order, until the Order, may you achieve...
I never would have foreseen this day would come. You are exceedingly unpredictable, Commander. In a good way. Mostly.
Okay, so we have to go back. It's Spireton, by the way. I've been pronouncing it incorrectly. I've been saying Sprighton. Not that it matters, but I must note. So, does she want to talk to me while I'm here? Yes, she does. Okay. Let's go do that. Yep. I am stealing from her before I meet her.
We've successfully co-opted yet another of our rivals. Can't believe those eggheads accepted the deal. What's next on my agenda?
That outside contractor is here. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last. You've proved quite useful. Keep it up. You'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants. And covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes? Fortunately, when you're the head of an advanced medical technology corporation, you become first in line for any experimental life-preserving procedures. As far as what happened, I was the victim of an unfortunate industrial accident shortly after we arrived here, the details of which are less salient than the details of what comes next.
Okay, so you're Caleb Bradburton. Got it.
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body. I'll have you know, we at Auntie's Choice are far from blood simple. Where's the profit in killing all your enemies when you can co-opt and sell goods to them later? Ah, tut-tut. No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor.
Is it the one I've already been to multiple times?
Not just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
Sure, I don't need to know more.
There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss. But we can show you how to find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body, and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Sure. So you're like a weird hybrid of Caleb Bradburton and Mr. House. I don't know why I'm surprised. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. What is this? Who's been taking naps? Oh, can I just leave? Oh yeah, I can just leave. Alright, let's make a trip to Prater. And then let's just fast travel again. Oh. A lot of fast traveling to fast travel. We love it. Okay. Yep, there definitely is an underground part. Can confirm, they were not lying. I just don't know how making a mecha Auntie Cleo is gonna go over. Okay, we're dead-ass just picking it up and leaving.
As I expected, spies from Auntie Cleo! Seize them!
Where did you guys even come from? Everybody at this place was dead. I'm also not a spy. I wasn't being clandestine. I wasn't sneaking. There was no spying happening. I was just walking. But back to my ship. Fast traveling to fast travel. Oh, I can't. Alright, what about now? So, how do I get up? Oh. Why was it just not here?
Soon I'll be able to leave this office in my stylish new automechanical body. You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here?
The lighting makes this very creepy, but yes, here.
Splendid. Oh, splendid! We'll ensure your reward matches the ample amount of faith I've placed in you. Nay, exceeds it. No additional hidden clauses. Honest. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share? Wonderful! Exactly the effect I was hoping for. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results. With their predictive abilities refining our planning and execution, our market dominance is a foregone conclusion. Yes, so much to do, and we have you to thank for making it happen. I am quite looking forward to you working for me further.
Cool. What do you mean? Nope, no, put that away. Put that away. What do you mean? Like, you're talking about the market dominance, like you're not already the only corporation that sells things. Alright, though, let's go take over Spirton, which unfortunately means more fast traveling to fast travel. I don't know if I was supposed to ask Auntie Cleo to help us take over the archive while I was there. Potentially bad planning on my part, but if it is, I'll deal with it later. Alright, fast travel to Spyreton. And let's finally own these idiots. Oh, hi. You guys are already here.
You're the one responsible for us working with these short-sighted consumerists, hmm? Well, better additional than subtractional, I surmise. It is time, yes, that we commit our forces to your intended assault on Spyreton?
Yep.
The predicted hour/minute/second has arrived. Onward to Spyreton. Contact established.
This feels kind of endgamey, and if it is, honestly, it makes a lot of sense.
Huh? Your command. Forging this.
Electrical javelin failing.
Taking cover. Flush them out.
Reacquiring target.
Interpolating.
Hastening to cover.
For our beneficent leader!
Alright, that was a little annoying because I guess I accidentally shot one of the Auntie's Choice soldiers on the first assault. And they got very upset at me.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?
Yes, yes, I do remember. Unfortunately.
Brilliant probabilistic analysis and auspication right now.
Yeesh. I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Well, that's one way to annoy them. I need lockpick 11 to open both of the locked rooms in Spyreton. That's kind of annoying because I'm not sure I'm gonna ever get lockpick 11 if this is like kind of the end game sequence. Alright, I'm just back here now. It says search cave system for what? Alright, they're still vomiting. That can't be fun. Okay, put that there.
Remember those rejected grapple craft materials we got shipped here? I sold them to a protectorate officer.
While that does that, go talk to this guy.
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the... Finally, give it...
I was forced to eat sprat when stranded once myself, though I demonstrated considerable less zeal.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days. Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face. I do so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved for company.
All right, you weirdo. Later.
Feel right.
No! Stay away from the turret! No, no!
New rule. No Auntie's Choice brand comestibles on board the Incognito.
I need that? I don't understand. Oh.
Both our forces and Auntie's await your command to proceed.
I keep having to redo this part because Auntie's Choice soldiers keep getting caught in the crossfire. And whenever they get shot, it's really bad, so...
Fortunately, I lost the field to start long ago.
I'm gonna do some tomfoolery before I get them through.
Vitals are in the wreck.
Both our forces and Auntie's executing primary operation. Now!
Alright, try again. Now that there's less people for me to potentially shoot.
Never hurts to give the enemy more targets to shoot at, I suppose.
Working conjointly through disparate means!
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Alright, they got him.
Talk about a feat in industrial engineering. The skill alone. Stick close, Commander. Wouldn't want you wandering off and getting lost.
Okay, so like, where are we going?
Calcaduceus not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations?
Alright, talk to me, bro.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh, just a moment. Forgive me, I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Pardon us if we don't shake hands later.
So do I need assistance from someone? I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation, I can stomach. Collusion, I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. I would know. No. Accept my offer or... Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned. You may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Probably.
Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Oh, he died. Nope, poor guy.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister.
So you're the Archive, its voice at least.
Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
What just happened?
Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan, a charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best perusing contents, anatomizing diversiform particulars, concatenating manifold integrants, cursory assessment complete, an impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon,
have a profitable day!
We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system.
Okay.
Your task awaits.
So this opened. I'm assuming I need it. Oh, I had the wrong quest. Alright, let's go figure life out. Dear lord, this place is massive. Holy hell, it is like literally... I mean, they weren't kidding, it's the Underland. That's the glass roof, like where we had to reset the one thing for the guy. And just everything underneath of it is literally just a city, holy hell. I mean, I might be prematurely calling it, but this might require its own episode. I don't think I want to start this today. There is so much down here. This episode is like gonna be probably pretty short, but like, damn, dude, I don't want to like start something that's gonna take like 2 hours. I apologize, but I will talk to you guys in the next episode. I hope you have a great day. A pizza.